Some of the biggest movers for Tuesday, the 25th of November 2025: OPEN and NVDA and ONDS, ASST, and CETY. Okay, so OPEN is not exactly the biggest mover. I think the biggest mover is CETY, but let's begin with open stock down 0.59%. Let's see now. It's recovering from, it's bouncing from the lows of 5.72 printed on Friday, the 21st. Let's see what volume is saying in this session. 76 million, which is, still, significantly um, less than its regular 50-day average. This will be what? Um, I think probably close to divide this by three. Okay, doesn't matter now if we find out what it is. Okay, less than 30%, I think. Okay, let's see now. Let's see what the underlying trend is still bullish regardless. And the extrapolation is saying that lower prices may continue to print going all the way towards the 7th of January. Projections are currently saying um, from the lower ones 4.1, 4.1, 4.88, 6.15, and then upper projections. Okay, 7.5 is not an upper projection. Upper projections will be 8.45 and 8.99. Previous projections were saying nothing. Okay, we have 9.01, 10.07, 10.73. Those are previous upper projections. The probability of it retesting 9.39. Let's see what we have here. 9.39. Let's see. Let's see what we have. 9.39, not high at all. These are where the moving averages are. So where I'm considering this first value. So when I place my cursor there, 9.36. So if the moving average is less than your target, so 7.58 is less than 9.38 and significantly less, I can tell you it will be less than zero point 0.1 or probably right around that sort of value. But it's just a statistical, it is also with such probabilities that you find uh, record highs going to print or previous highs being retested. So, but statistically, it's just saying that it's not very high. That's all. That's all. Let's see now. Let's add the price per the extrapolation of its 40-day moving average. Let's let's add that indicator. Okay, yes, that's we have it. Okay, so it's saying that the 40-day moving average is actually posing as a potential resistance. So it's expected to trade within the space, going all the way towards the 7th of January. You know, you may well defy it and go ahead and print other higher prices, or even or break away from that space. So stock rose. When was that? 12.5% after New York President John Williams suggested a potential interest rate cut enhancing market optimism yesterday. Okay, filed the Form 144 with the SEC to propose a sale of 610,675 restricted shares of the company. That will not be very encouraging at all. An insider trying to sell 610,000 shares. NVDA down 3.33%. You probably heard that Meta has made plans or has an arrangement, or probably it's considering Google in terms of diversifying its infrastructure, is its AI infrastructure. So it's not betting on AMD and NVDA only. It's also considering Google's TPU. That is why the stock is down, amongst other things. So it is one of the biggest movers. Yes, it has moved a lot of shares. Let's see now, 270 million. Yeah, this is above its regular average. High beta stock. Volatility is expected to increase slightly. We have a position in Nvidia, so it's good that you know that. Let's see options greed. It might give us an indication of what's going on, where they are. It's not that we might be able to see much, but let's see. Let's see what we have. It seems from just having a casual look, I think. Let's see. I'm just gradually, cross checking. Okay, yeah, I think people are still bullish regardless. Yeah, going by this, the volumes here, that was it balanced? I mean, just having a casual look. Anyway, this volume just refers to what has happened today. Maybe we should just consider the open interests. Let's see, open interests. I think maybe it looks like the puts have we are clear winners here on this November 28th series. Yeah, it seems they have the upper hand. Let's see. Did I look at net Meta? No. NVDA. That's what I'm supposed to look at. Was I looking at? Let me have a look again. Let me just be sure. I was looking at open earlier. Open. Yeah. Okay. I was. How did I get at Meta? NVDA. I'm wondering how did I type Meta there? Okay. So their extrapolation is saying that it's going to continue to decline, going all the way towards the 7th of January. This is let's see now. 28th of January is 28th of or 28th of November is what? Yeah. So okay, this may be what option traders are considering, but we'll have a look at its 4-hour chart and see. Here, yeah, the downtrend is expected to continue, or rather, the contraction is expected to continue, whichever way you want to look at it. The 40-day moving average is also posing as a resistance, a potential resistance. So the stock is expected to trade not yeah trade within the space. It could even be below it as well. Let's see now. Projections are currently saying 181.67. Okay, as of now. Okay, this is a pivotal projection. If it closes above 181.67, then it might go ahead and test 186.05, 186.52. The probability of it doing so is very high, but doesn't mean it's going to happen. And then the next resistance will be the next one will be 190.17, also statistically very high as well. The next will be 194, 193.80, statistically also very high as well, but doesn't mean it will. Next will be 199, but now less than 50%, maybe. I'm just roughly estimating like 20%. So statistically, the probability of it retesting 193 is $193.67 is very high, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen higher than 50%, surely. Okay, let's just quickly have a look at its 4-hour chart and see what this. We're trying to validate what may have driven. I mean, what the options traders we saw, what the open interest on the put side. It looks like it's slightly more, maybe. Let's just see what's going on here. Let's see now. Extrapolation is saying that a rebound is going to happen. It's going to kick in. It has started to kick in as well. It has, as a matter of fact, at some point they had the loss was 66%, 6%. So it has recovered some ground. So he's saying here it's going to remain strong, going all the way towards the midday on Friday the 28th, and then after that, by the close, it would have started to decline. Okay. Um, we have there what are the calls? What are the values there? Let's see. The November, I think the options grid can't come out. There's the memory is not there, not enough memory for the yeah, we can't see them anymore. Yeah, we've run out of memory or running low memory. But there might be something they're looking at there that has instructed that those open interests, or it could just be temporary. Before then they might readjust or do something. You know, so 178 is the upper projection we have here for NVDA. Okay, let's ONDS. ONDS down 5.91%. It is one of the biggest movers, but let's see ONDS. Okay, so yeah, the stock has been in an uptrend. Yeah, this uptrend, or yeah, if it looks like a cycle, it looks like another leg of an. It looks like a new cycle is forming. A new sorry yeah, it's trying to form the second half, or rather a second wave. Okay, this will be like maybe what I where can we say maybe this is first wave, second wave, and then the fourth one. So the third one is building up. So after four waves, then we'll have a cycle. So I'm trying to complete a cycle. So another wave is probably building. An up wave, yeah, is has been started to build early this month, and so volatile. That's probably why we have this many shares that have cost a tape. I think we're getting to 60 million now. We'll have a look now. So yeah, projections are saying let's see what we have, 84, sorry, 8.48, 8.97, but the extrapolation is saying that it's going to contract. It had an expansion from Friday up till yesterday. Yeah, yesterday midday, so it's contracting again for another bounce to happen, but it's not indicating that it's going to be volatile. It may well be like this, may or may not, but you can see the pattern. You can see the pattern. The algos are confident that it may continue to do so. Let's see. One quick thing we can equally do is to replay to see whether this actually happened. Whether the algos projected correctly. And this pattern we're looking at right here, let's go back all the way to the 5th of November to see what it was indicating. That's a good thing about it. It might show us what it was extrapolating then. No, it wasn't extrapolating that at all, but we can play and see what happened. Let's see. We're replaying to see whether the algos correctly predicted that pattern that's played out, or is just has just learned and started to plot it. Not really. It didn't predict it. It didn't predict it. Not really. Not Didn't really predict it. Did it really? Yeah, to some extent, it's started to learn. Started to learn from 17th. Yeah. Let's see. Did it predict Monday's own expansion? Okay, not really that much. So let's have a look at its daily chart. So it doesn't mean those extrapolations. It doesn't mean that's going to happen. Of course, you know that. So underlying trend still bullish on ONDS. Okay, so contraction is expected to play out going all the way towards the Friday the 28th, and then just volatility as well. The same thing. I think it's trying to learn. It thinks this pattern is going to continue. So that's what it's thinking. The 40-day moving average is going to serve as a very important moving average support and resistance at various times. Projections are saying 10.07, 12.02, 13.23. No guarantee it's going to print all those things. And on that, to acquire Robo Team for $80 million. Okay, let's get the volume for Ondas. Yeah, 76 million. Volatility is expected to reduce somewhat. Yeah, let's see. Waiting for the average, but it's yeah, okay. Just it's going to be definitely it will be more than its average volume. So we have 2 hours before the market closes, and it's almost at its average volume already. ASST up or down 4.42%. Another heavily traded stock, high beta. You can see that 4.4, 4.44. I've actually seen higher than in double digit beta values. So volatility is expected to increase somewhat. Okay, so down for quite volatile. Yeah, down 4.6%. Let's see now. We have a position in on ASST. Okay, so it's expected to consolidate with just on a neutral basis, but projected to get more volatile from the end of this year towards the end of this year. But for now, it's just consolidation. That's what is expected. No, nothing. Yeah, consolidation. Yeah, sideways movement, but volatile sideways movement. Yes, underlying trend still strong, still bullish. Projections are currently saying nothing to the upside. Severely bearish. Severely bearish. Let's see. Do we have any news for ASST? No news. No fresh news. There might be some news somewhere. We'll have a look. Again, let's have a look at the 4 hour chart. Let's see. Sideways movement as well is extrapolated. Projections are saying 1.11, 1.19, 1.24. Let's see whether there's any news here for ASST. There might be news somewhere. There might be, if we don't find any, just let us know. Just drop a comment if you find any news about the company. Let's see. ASS. No, no news. No fresh news. CETY up 146%. Intraday high 2.98 dollars. Is still printing higher highs. Still printing higher prices, even with yeah. Let's see, 260 million shares have crossed the tape. Not exactly highly volatile. Yes, got that 354% volatility. Clean energy shares more than double on $10 million battery storage contract. CETY. Okay, so extrapolation is saying that it may remain strong up till Friday the 28th. The odds of that happening, maybe not, maybe. And then maybe cool off up till Monday the 1st, and then may attempt to advance again. It's just saying that once it crosses is above its 40-day moving average, it's not going to look back. It has crossed above it, as a matter of fact. So it's saying that it might not look back. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But the extrapolation is saying that of its momentum is saying that it's going to drop below its 10-day moving average by Monday the 8th. So it's saying it's going to remain strong, but yeah, for some time to come. Yeah, for a long time to come. Yeah, we're talking about 8 trading sessions. Yeah, saying it's going to remain strong up to 8 trading sessions, at least above its 10-day moving average. So in other words, it's saying there's a good chance. This is also trying to tell us more about what is going on here. Even though this extrapolation is saying that it's going to remain strong, but the price pressure momentum also seems to be suggesting, trying to give us maybe more facts that maybe actually, yeah, the truth is that maybe, or rather, I'm paraphrasing, I'm making this up now. Maybe it would actually drop. It will actually drop below its 40-day moving average. Obviously, it has expanded massively, so it wouldn't be out of place for it to do that. After all, the underlying trend is actually severely bearish. So we'll see what's the news saying here. Yeah, clean energy shares more than double on a $10 million battery contract. It was halted a couple of times. I forgot to get no projections here. We have 2.98. 2.98. Let's see. A previous projection. This is a pivotal projection. 3.47. If it closes it, then probability of it advancing towards 3.82 improves, and even towards 4.23 improves. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Okay. Have a look and see what you make of these stocks. And thank you very much for watching this video.